want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lola.
I'm Big Shot Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! Bring it around town. Bring it around town. I felt like that was appropriate. It's freezing, despite it being spring. For real this time. Like, this isn't full spring. Full spring was in March. This is just fucking freezing.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit, actually.
We can both have a yawn count.
Well, not like tired like that. I'm just tired of it being cold.
Oh, well, fuck me then. I'll just have the yawn count on my own. The yawn count is imaginary, like when I used to put our Cash App on the screen and then it never appeared.
Right.
It's like that. Like, we have the best of intentions, I feel.
Yeah.
But it's just nice. It's not worth it. Anyways, what are you watching?
I honestly, I watched Raising Kanan last week. That's really all I have watched.
The chicken?
The chicken.
Raising Cain?
Raising Kanan.
Oh, is that that's the spinoff?
Yeah, it's one of the Power shows. It's the only Power show, I think, at this point. I don't know. But I watched that. I've been meaning to watch Real Housewives. I haven't watched it.
And now I'm watching it. We never watch it at the same time.
I've been hearing a lot about the last episode, so I need to watch it. I've been exhausted.
Finish the last episode? I did not finish the last episode. I started it and I got really sleepy.
Yeah. I ain't been in the mood for no TV for real. But there are some things I need to like catch up to or catch up on.
Like Severance.
I'm probably never gonna watch Severance. It's just too far. I'm too far gone. Like, I don't know.
There was 3 years between season 1 and 2.
For real?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So now, if there was ever a time to get in, that's why I feel incredibly lucky that I started watching it when season 2 started coming out, because I wouldn't have wanted to wait 3 years. I would have done it.
Is it going to be another season?
Yeah. They got approved for season 3, I think, a long time ago, but they announced it the day that the season 2 finale came out.
Oh, okay. I'll probably watch it before season 3 comes out so that I can be caught up. If I do watch it, it'll be then. I'm
gonna keep talking about it, so I might as well know what's going on.
Yeah, I might just watch like spoilers on YouTube or something.
It's so convoluted. I don't think that would do anything. Like trying to get a summary of what the fuck happened is how I ended up watching the show, like paying for Apple TV. Because I would watch all these recaps and I'm like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. I don't know. The show just, the thing that would make me want to watch it is like the TikToks people make about the show. But like actual clips of the show does not interest me. Like, it just seems boring, and I just don't know.
It's far from that. I think you'd have to watch it. And I think you'd appreciate it more as someone who works in a more, like, traditional office setting.
Right. That should be pissing me off. I'd be like, ugh.
I think you'd really like
The Office sucks. Not the show, The Office, but.
We're fans of that.
Yeah. But I have started a new book called Black Cake, which is based off of
that show was really fucking good.
The show was based off of the book, but the show was very good, and y'all should watch it if you haven't. That's on Hulu.
It is.
And that's it for me.
I hate the limited series bullshit. I want to get that out there as well. I don't like this limited series. We're gonna make 6 episodes of a really good show, and then that's it.
I mean, but if it's based off a book, they can't just make up stuff.
Why they can't?
I mean, they could, but
ask them people. What's her name? Stephanie Myers over there at Pretty Little Liars. They didn't even go by the book after a certain point. They just made new stuff up because they're like, too many of you bitches reading the book. Y'all think y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
Changed the ending.
Terrible. Might as well just made a whole different show.
I was so pissed. Is it even a spoiler if I just talk about it?
What?
Pretty Little Liars.
Oh no, this should have been out forever.
They introduced A in the last episode.
Wait. You mean currently? Like this new?
No, like I mean the last episode of Pretty Little Liars, they introduced A in that episode.
Oh.
A was not someone we had seen before. So all of the speculation and suspects and shit,
Yeah.
a waste of fucking time.
I don't think I actually ever finished that show or why. Like I might have seen an episode or two, but
I was like religious about it, and then I fell off, and then they said it was going to be the last episode. So I tuned back in, and when I realized that I didn't need any of those years of missing information, I was pissed. But Pretty Little Liars is not what I'm watching. I'm watching Big Boys on Hulu.
is that the one you was talking about last time?
Was it?
I think you did mention that one.
It was so good. I finished it. That was a hell of a show. Now, I'm someone who do feel like the Brits know how to do television. They know how to do that shit. And it was so, like, moving.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was based on a real story. Did you watch it?
No, but I remember us having this conversation about the Brits.
Like, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch it?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's not like...
You can spoil it. I would.
Okay.
That wouldn't prevent me from watching it.
It's not like a spoiler to the plot, but it's like a true story. And it's a guy and his friend from college, like, took his own life. And so it's like watching their friendship up until that point. And he, like, because he's a real guy, the adult version of him, not the actor, meets up with his friend. And his friend is like, I didn't make it, did I?
Oh, that's sad.
And he goes, basically like, but you know, anything's possible. I think you can. And I always wonder what it would be like if you got the help you asked for in time. And so he tells him, like, the actor that's playing his friend, he's like, step up on this bench. Because his friend, like, trigger warning, suicide, took his own life by hanging himself. And he was like, stand up on that bench. I want you to see what happens. And he walks away. And the guy's, like, standing on the bench for forever. And he's like, this is fucking stupid. I'm just going to get down. And when he jumps down, it cuts to a scene of, like, if someone had come and got him down. And so he, like, writes an ending for his friend. Like, where, like, if he was still around, he had, like, a life. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And you don't think it's going to go like that. Like, at first, it's just a fun show to watch. And then, oh, my God. It was so good.
Is it, like, emotional?
Yeah, like, the ending is emotional, but not, like, distraught emotional. It's just, like, wow, I never thought that, you know, writing for TV could give someone something like that. Like, to be able to give your friend an ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, you said it was a true story.
Well, like, up until, obviously it's like a dramatization, but up until that point, yeah, like, he really did have a friend who lost his life. And he did, like, a lot of advocacy around the way that the British media reports on suicides. Just basically, like, the shit that they publish, people knowing that publishing details about ending one's own life is not helpful because other people will read it and consider it. It was just really, really good.
That sounds good.
So good. It was 3 seasons, which also feels like it cheated me. But
that's a long, like, I thought it was like a new show or something.
no, it's like over.
Yeah.
Amazing though. But they're not honorable mention. Who's honorable mention? It could be anybody. It could be you at home.
Honorable mention is Clarissa Shields.
It is not you at home.
And I've made her honorable mention just because, like, I like her. I feel like she's not necessarily, like, in an attractive way. Like, I'm not attracted to her, but
Damn.
I just mean, like,
Clarissa Shields like
I'm
that.
sorry.
Oh my God.
I still think, like, she's an attractive looking person. I think she's getting a lot of, like, publicity, and she's getting a lot of, like people dragging her in the comments and stuff about, like, what she be wearing and stuff, which I understand. But I feel like, you know, I think she'll get better with time. Like, you know, I feel like she's new to the spotlight. Like, she's been a boxer, but like actually being famous.
Yeah, and
I
having,
think,
who is it, Ryan Destiny play you?
yeah, like I think this is all like new for her, and I just admire how like she just having fun, and she really don't be caring about what I be saying about her, but like, um, you know, I think she just be vibing, and I like her personality. So shout out to her because she having her way right now.
She having her way, you said?
Mm-hmm. Just having fun, living life.
I mean, I guess. Miss Shields. Uh, whatever. I have Hotep of the Week, which is our asshole of the week. And I have 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan of Connecticut. She held her stepson hostage for 42 years.
What?
Police say the Connecticut man, 32, started a fire in the small room that he is alleged to have been locked in his family's home in Waterbury, Connecticut on February 17th. The man, whom police did not name but described as victim, was found severely emaciated after having been subjected to prolonged abuse, starvation, severe neglect, and inhumane treatment. He told officers that he had been held captive by his stepmother, Kimberly Sullivan, 56, since he was 11 years old, and he said that he started the fire because he wanted his freedom.
What does it emaciated mean?
Like skin and bones.
Oh, yeah. 42 years?
Yeah.
That's insane. He should have been started that fire.
I think he used, like, when I read it, it was like some MacGyver shit.
What does that mean?
Like, you know, MacGyver's someone who, like, we got to get out of here. And he takes, like, a paper clip and a piece of gum. It creates, like, a bomb. Like,
Oh, okay. He didn't have a lot of resources.
yeah, he made some shit happen. I think he used, like, hand sanitizer and something else.
That's crazy.
And, like, for what, Kimberly?
People really.
That's not even your baby to hold hostage.
Where was the other parent?
The mom came out and was basically like, fuck that lady for real.
Was the mom was looking for him?
Yeah, it would seem so.
That's insane. Like, it's just crazy when you think about like the shit people go through. Like, I couldn't imagine going through some shit like that, but people really be like going through shit.
And it really speaks to someone's will to live.
Right. Because I probably would have took myself out.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. 42 years is a long time. There's no way I could be captive for that long.
Like, what the hell? Like, and you're 56, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, what the fuck? How, like, why the fuck? No, wait, I'm lying. I said 42 years? No.
Yeah. How long was it?
I don't know. I did the math from 11 and 56. But she held him captive since he was 11 and he's 32.
Oh.
So
that's still long as fuck. 20 something
21 years?
That's still a long time. It probably felt like 42.
I apologize. Well, really only to the victim. Kimberly, you should not have done that. Imagine that.
Like,
so you decided 11 years ago at what, 45? I'm going to just take the nigga hostage. I've had enough. And where the fuck is the father?
Right. That's why I'm like, where's the other parent? Like,
the mom came forward, but
it's a lot of questions that need answered.
And you need to be careful who you have around your kids.
Right.
Like,
at 11 years old, like I need to know more. I need more information.
He used printer paper and hand sanitizer.
What did he ignite the fire with?
Let me see. I mean, I think, wait. Okay, both sides of his door had been secured with plywood and a lock, the man would later say, to stop him from getting out. For years, he'd only been giving 2 sandwiches, egg or tuna salad or peanut butter, and a small amount of water each day. Hand paper for kindling and hand sanitizer for fuel, and a lighter.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that'll do it.
There, they found a woman, 32, and her 32-year-old stepson. She managed to get out safely. The man, affected by smoke inhalation and exposure to the flames, needed help. So she just left? She said, oh shit, a fire?
Well, she knew she had to get the fuck out of Dodge.
She was there when the police got there, though. Like, oh, I'm fine.
None of this is making sense.
I'm just telling. The Waterbury Police Chief, Fred Spagnolo, said that in 33 years of law enforcement, this was the worst treatment of humanity that he'd ever witnessed. And that it's really still hard to talk about.
Yeah. That is really fucked up. Like,
and her lawyer said that is absolutely not true. He was not locked in a room. She did not restrain him in any way. She provided food. She provided shelter. She is blown away by these allegations.
What if he's lying, though? What if he
was emaciated?
Maybe she just didn't keep food in the house.
The police chief is still horrified by what he's seen.
Yeah.
If she didn't keep food in the house, he would leave and go get his mom.
That shit fucked up. I can't even fathom that shit, honestly.
Listen. Anyways.
Because I can definitely understand. But I guess even if once he gets older, if he don't have no meat on his bones or have any strength, then he can't overpower her.
The last time he went outside was trick-or-treating when he was 12. He dressed up as a firefighter. Like, his school notified the, DCF, and she said he was okay. He was unenrolled in 2004. She did this. Why would you have your lawyer say it's an absolute lie? That's crazy.
Insane, actually.
This is a lot of time to spend on Hotep of the Week. I apologize.
She need Hotep of the Year for that shit.
Like, why the fuck would you do that? That's not kind.
It's actually abusive.
It is. Like, why did you? Just one day you said fuck it.
Like, what did he do? Like, what? Like,
apparently he did something trick or treating.
Was she mentally challenged or something?
She's lucky he didn't kill her.
Right. That's what I'm like. I'm surprised he wasn't able to overpower her at some point. But if he's not eating, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But damn, it's fucked up.
There was a complicated mechanism or elaborate mechanism, they called it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
Well, next we have lyrics and lessons. Where
we give a lyric, you give a lesson.
Yep.
And you're free to go at any time. We're not going to hold you.
What you mean?
Captive. I just want to separate us from that lady.
Oh, yeah. But also, please don't go. My lyric this week is, I ain't pulled those good and plenty lyrics out thin air. Come and feel my inspiration, way too good to share. 'Cause she is everything you imagine. No, you won't believe when it happens. Yes, it's immaculate and it's magic. Thank your lucky stars, I'm gonna let you have it. But it stays between me and you. To the world, I'm Miss Goody Two Shoes. And that song is by Alex Isley, and it's called Miss Goody Two Shoes. And I think the lesson here is, you can't really base what you think a person is or who they are, like based off of like what you see, you know. And I mean, this, you know, this has kind of been a lesson before, is like in like not judging a book by its cover type of situation, but also like just because you think somebody is sweet and quiet and like, you know, that they could literally be a serial killer, and you would just never know.
Like Kimberly.
Yeah, like Kimberly. And so for me, I think the lyric that stuck out, like, to the world I miss Goody Two Shoes, is like a lot of people think I'm like innocent and sweet, and I'm really not. Like I can be sweet, and I can be like nice or kind, but I'm also just like,
I'm looking into the camera because I know that when they do this clip for us, I'm going to be at the bottom of the screen.
how do you know that?
Guys, it's usually the person talking on top.
Oh, well, yeah. I just think, you know, it bothers me when people. Not, it doesn't bother me, but it's like I don't necessarily like when people be like, "Oh, you so sweet," because I'm like, I'm actually just sweet in this moment, you know. I'm a complex person. I don't have just one way of being, and I feel like a lot of people can be like that.
For you.
That was loud.
I can't control the volume of the music.
Um,
I can only control the volume of your headphones.
but yeah, that's it for me.
I think we need to get like we said we wanted one that said like dickhead. And I need like that was the closest thing I had to like woo woo.
I'm weak,
When you were like, I'm just sweet in this moment.
but I'm not even in this moment.
I almost pushed it again.
Yeah, I saw you inching.
But I can't read that fast. So I was like, fuck, which one was it? And I wrote kind of sloppy. I almost clicked, but
I think I need one over here too, so I can do it to you.
I would agree to that. I would like, we can switch spots.
But yeah,
I literally wrote bum bum ch under the.
You could have just wrote drums.
You think?
Because that's what that is.
I also think there's a word for that too. Like it's called a thing. Either way, that was not sweet of you. Because you don't want people to call you that. But that was very nice.
I just want people to realize I'm more than just that one side. That's it. Because then when I have to when I disappoint people, it's like,
maybe we should go out like, you know, the guy who said I'm done with self-care, I'm on to others' harm. Maybe we just go on a spree that makes sure nobody ever calls you sweet again. We kick over trash cans, steal purses from old ladies.
I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's enough things I could do. I would really have to do fucked up shit for people to be like, oh, she's fucked up. Like, I don't know.
A little mailbox baseball.
That's fucked up. And also damaging people's property. I'm not trying to go to jail, so maybe
there's not really many legal things we can do to bad boy your image. I mean, you do have the bandana on.
Yeah,
it's giving very like, ooh, you never know.
I think it's giving like Aaliyah coded.
That too. But I think like in the context of like not being sweet, it could also give like Hell's Angels, let's ride. You know?
Yeah.
I had a bandana on when my family made me as an infant take future Harley rider photos.
That sounds cute.
I don't have a Harley.
I should probably get a Harley.
You know, then we could go. I did learn boots on the ground. You get a Harley. We ride down to Black Biker Week. We stay for just boots on the ground because I don't know that other shit.
I have to learn it.
Really? You want to learn it? I can teach it to you.
I need to learn it in the comfort of my own house.
I'll just like
nobody watching me.
I can record a tutorial.
Oh, I mean,
send it to you.
There's a lot of tutorials out there. I just gotta watch them.
Why is mine not good enough?
I mean, it is good enough. You can. I just don't want you to have to do extra work. Is this one lady who did a tutorial on TikTok, and I saved it. I just never went back to it.
We should get custom LMSF fans.
That would be dope.
Yeah, we're working on something. Anyways, and it might be a Black Biker Week TBD. My lyric is, I know how to stay in shit for way too long and let it throw me off, loyal to a fault, just like all the dogs, loyal to a fault. And what I got from that is, I've said before that I truly believe that if you hold on to something too fucking tight and God's trying to tell you to let that shit go, the way that you come up off it is going to be the most painful way possible, the most distressing way possible. And even though I've said it, I don't necessarily feel like I've learned that lesson yet. I've processed the logic. I just haven't learned it yet.
I mean, it's hard, you know.
So, I'm working on a way to start letting things go the easy way.
And what's the easy way?
Just like, it seems like it's not working.
That sounds.
I'm gonna get my things and go.
Yeah, that sounds good. But when you are a person who like cares and have a good heart, it's kind of difficult. But it
hurts in the end.
It's definitely possible though. You can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, some shit does need to just be let go. Like,
it's coming back to bite me a lot recently. So I just feel like I need to learn it.
Growing pains.
I don't think it's that. I think I'm hard-headed.
I mean, that's life though. That's a part of life. Growing, learning.
You know what's so crazy?
Hitting your head.
I was going to say, like, I can't just walk away from shit the easy way. Like, I really wanted to walk out of the theater when I went to go see The Joker. But I just felt like it would be rude.
To who?
The Joker, I guess. I don't know. So, but you said That's Life. And That's Life is the song that plays at the end of that film, which is a song that I actually really liked. But given the context, they played it in a car commercial yesterday, and I was spooked. And I wouldn't know that the song that I like so much is at the end of this scary-ass fucking film if I would have just walked the fuck out.
But did you already know the song before the film?
Yeah.
Oh.
And now I wish I didn't know it.
I've never watched The Joker.
Don't.
See, that's the thing. I don't even go see movies where I'm like, I
don't know what I thought was going to happen.
Was it because like Harley Quinn was in it or something?
No, this was like the Joker that was set in like real life. So not like Suicide Squad.
Okay.
The one where the guy just loses his fucking mind. I don't know what I thought was going to happen in the movie. I think I thought we were going to get like a little Heath Ledger moment.
All right.
We got like psychopath on a killing spree.
Yeah.
And I can't even watch the Thriller music video.
Yeah. I think I seen like people saying like stuff about the movie, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that was for me.
Well, they put out warnings like, don't bring your kids. And I'm like, okay, like I'm not a kid. And then they were like, it's like Taxi Drivers type shit. I've never seen none of this shit you're like, talking about. How am I to know that it was going to be so fucking scary? And like, thank God for my like sixth sense of like, that's a little intense. What the fuck is that? Because I pulled up the plot summary on Wikipedia and I said, oh, hell no. So then I just like scrolled my phone the rest of the film because I knew it was going to happen and I didn't want to see that. And that sixth sense has never led me wrong. I tried to watch that movie about the gay girls and they fucking with the girl from The Bear, Ayo, in it. I thought that was a movie about like two girls going to high school.
What was it about?
It starts as like a regular movie, and there was a scene where Marshawn Lynch is the coach of the self-defense class, and somebody punches somebody else in the face. And the way that they were bleeding, I'm like, that's Like, that's a lot of blood for just like a haha scene. I look up the plot summary. They start murdering each other at the end. It starts as like two girls going to high school self-defense class, and it literally goes into like a murder plot. Like, a whole school is coming to murder their schools. Everybody's murdering everybody.
That sounds intense.
I never saw the end of it. And I'll never not pay the $8 for the Wi-Fi again, because I wouldn't have been able to Google the end of the film. I wasn't on a fucking plane. Because I really wanted to see that movie. I feel like I watched the commercials. I just don't know how I keep.
And you pay $8 for Wi-Fi?
I paid $8 for Wi-Fi on that flight. And if I didn't, because it wasn't like, oh, let me look it up. Let me pay the $8. It was like, I just happened to pay the $8.
Oh.
So I said, fuck it, I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
And the shit said horror comedy. Excuse me? Those two things don't go together. Ain't shit funny about horror.
Well, have you ever seen The Blackening? That shit was funny. It was like a black.
Was it like a scary movie?
Yes, but it was a comedy. It was kind of like scary movie.
Yeah.
Like the what do you call that?
Sequel?
No, like the
Parody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like.
Wait, is that the one where he's like, I ain't scared of no ghosts, Keisha?
Yeah, but no, it wasn't like a parody. Because it's not based on. Because you know, Scary Movie was based on Scream.
Yeah.
But The Blackening is just a scary movie. Like, it's like a funny, scary movie. Like, no. But it wasn't really, like, there was some moments that had me, like, scared, though. Like,
I'm going to be up all night.
Because, like, I would be thinking, like, damn, what's about to happen? What they about to do? But I would actually be, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of, like, on the edge of my seat about it. But they were so, but the cast was so funny. I'm trying to think who was in it. It was like, I think Yvonne Orji was in it. I think
she's funny.
Did you see One of Them Days with Keke Palmer and SZA?
I'll see it if you say I should see it.
I mean, it's on streaming. I think you should stream it.
It's good.
It's funny. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest, you know, but it's like.
How's SZA's acting? Let me stop beating around the bush.
I think SZA did good. I think she did good. She didn't do bad.
I'll watch it then. I
think it's a cute little funny movie, but like it's not like Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like.
Well, a lot of movies aren't like. That's not the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah. So it's a dude. I mean, well, you're not gonna know who I'm talking about, but it was an all black cast.
And it was called The Blackening.
Yeah, and it was just a funny scary movie. And they was like playing this game, and if they didn't do like what they were supposed to do, somebody had to die, and people did die. But it was it was always like in the funniest ways. Like
I saw something that made me think of you. It was like because you were telling me, I remember like you watched White Lotus, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, is it scary? Mm-hmm. You were like. No.
Not really.
And I guess SNL just did a skit where it was called like Black Lotus. And it was like all of the wealth and none of the nonsense. Like apparently.
I'm going to have to see that.
Like she's like, my name is so-and-so. And Keenan's like, I don't give a fuck what your name is. If you don't pay, you cannot stay here. And I was like, oh, I know they're getting up to nonsense then. And she's like, well, they'll send my card in an hour. And he's like, then come back in an hour.
Yeah, because White Lotus is very much so like white rich, white money. Like I don't know. I'm gonna have to see this SNL skit to see how they
send
like
it to you.
How they like did the comparison. But yeah.
Well, I don't know how we got there.
I don't either. I'm like, damn, what segment are we on?
We're on Let Me Stay Focused. I think I just did my lyric right at some point. Mm-hmm. Did I read it?
Yeah. Okay, well, I have Let Me Stay Focused, our topic of the week. And this week, I didn't know whether I wanted to talk about something serious or keep it light. I really was leaning towards keeping it light, but I think it's important that we talk about the tariffs. And to show people I can actually talk about something serious.
I think they know that.
Maybe not our new listeners. I don't think I've talked about anything serious in a while. like actual like what's going on. Like I know I've talked about like community and other serious things, but like just something that's actually happening now.
Well, for our new listeners, this is the Black woman in STEM. It's not me.
So, I'm not even.
If anybody knows what's going on, it's her. It's definitely not me.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not even like in IT anymore, but I do kind of still like work in technology, but not really. Like,
you got to work with a computer?
Yeah.
Black woman in STEM?
I do work on the computer every day. That's why my eyes probably twitching right now.
Well, you could always start wearing blue light blocking glasses. Like Deja, who pretends she's a glasses wearer, but she sees fine. And I tell her that my culture is not her fucking costume, and she thinks everything's a joke, and she's getting all these fucking pairs of blue light blocking. Girl, fuck you.
Somebody else told me I need to get that, but I don't know, just wearing them. I would rather like just put it on my screen, but I don't think it works like that.
It might. I don't know how it works. You're in STEM. I'm in the humanities.
I'm in HR now, y'all.
Oh,
technically.
Hold your jokes till the end.
Don't let her get away. But yeah, so if I were to explain tariffs to a child, or maybe not a child, because what child would give a fuck? But if I were explaining it to maybe like a teenager, I would say, imagine a tariff being either a like trade tax or a extra fee that a country charges when something is bought in from another country. That is what a tariff is, and it's basically like a price increase on imported goods. So basically, like the actual definition of a tariff is a tax that the government puts on goods that are brought into their country from other countries, which are imports. They exist for a few different reasons. One, to raise money. Tariffs can be a source of income for the government. Hence, why the government is the one that's like, we have to have these tariffs. Well, not even the government, just specifically Trump.
Just him.
Just him. He's literally the only one that cares. But he's doing it basically to say like, oh, I'm protecting local businesses. I'm like to bring business back to America, basically. Tariffs can make foreign goods more expensive, encouraging people to buy things made within their own country. So basically, that's what Trump is trying to do. He's trying to get companies to manufacture things here in America and then push us to buy those things here versus us just going on Shein or Temu or whatever and buying the shit.
I never got nothing from Temu.
Me neither, honestly.
As many times as they made me spin that wheel and they're like, you got a coupon. I'm like, girl, I don't trust this.
Something about
up and up.
Yeah, something about it being called Temu is just not. It's the name and it's also the look. You know, maybe if it looked more like
on the up and up.
Yeah.
And then you click shit and it'd be like $600.
And then it'd just be, it'd be too many numbers. I'd be like, what do this even mean? Like,
yeah.
It'd be like arrows going up and down.
And
I'm
then
like,
it's a countdown, like, to what?
Right.
What are you going to do?
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I don't get it. So to give an example, imagine a toy store in the U.S. wants to sell a toy car that's made in China. The U.S. government might charge a tariff on that toy car, making it more expensive for the store to import and sell. So who pays in that case? The company that imports the goods usually has to pay the tariff, but they might raise the price of the product to cover the extra costs. Mm-hmm. So that is what today's topic is about. Have you noticed any like prices creeping up on stuff that you like buy regularly, like, you know, things that you like always buy, but it's like now like, damn, like this shit kind of high now?
No, but that is because I don't pay attention.
Okay.
Like, that's complete. I do notice like my DoorDash be like $30. I'm like, what the fuck? But that was one time when I went to Moe's, and then I realized Moe's is just high as hell.
Yeah.
So I'm sure by the time I done got on the train, shit high as hell, like really really high.
Yeah.
I threw an event at my house recently, and like the decorations cost like $300.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Because what?
Yeah.
And I feel like you know, things. I feel like prices haven't been increasing since the pandemic. But
Yeah, I think that's why I'm like,
yeah,
we don't know
whatever.
what the fuck it's gonna cost tomorrow. Just buy it.
Yeah, but also I'm worried, like, cause if shit gets any more expensive,
I know we're gonna have to go back to communal living.
we're gonna have to do something. Like, I don't know what we're gonna have to do, but like when I think about just essentials.
And I do know, like, I haven't experienced it personally, but like, y'all don't know this, but I want to redo the floor in my living room. And people think it's because I've never gotten the flooring. I have all the flooring. The flooring's been in my garage for like over a year. And I was telling my grandmother this morning that like the cost of materials for like all of these carpentry companies and contractors, they're like, this shit is stupid high. Like, what it was going to cost you, which is already ridiculous to build a house, is about to be fucking astronomical.
Right.
And so I'm like, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
how I sat on the flooring.
The thing that jumps out at me are cars and houses. I feel like things that people already have a lot of trouble getting or obtaining are about to be even harder to obtain.
Housing is going to be astronomical.
Yeah, like I'm like, what does that even look like? You know, like cars already went up with the pandemic, and then now like with the tariffs, like I feel like they're just gonna like you might as well not even get a car at this point. Like if you don't have one, you might as well just start.
Forget about it.
Yeah, just don't even worry about it because
them 06 Hondas about to go up.
But so prior to today, Trump had been basically like going around saying like he's raising all these he's gonna have all these tariffs on these countries and everything. But today it came out that he's basically folding.
Yeah,
he's basically folding and played a pause on a lot of that.
Apparently it sent like the Dow Jones into fucking like free fall.
Yeah.
They were like, take it back right now.
Like, and my thing is, why the fuck did y'all wait until now? He been preaching this shit. And that's what I don't understand. Like, y'all should have held his feet to the fire a long time ago. Like, yeah. I really don't, like, y'all thought he was going to come in and I just don't understand. And we didn't talk about this before too. I don't understand like the whole appeal of even allowing him to become president because.
And people didn't realize that like that 401k, that IRA that you got.
Yeah, it's tied
That's what the fuck is like. That's what's plummeting with the stock market.
Right. I don't understand how people don't understand that.
I just don't go and look. I'm too scared.
I don't look either. I mean, I do. I look maybe like once every like 6 months or something.
Yeah, they send me something in the mail. I might look at it.
But I don't, because it's going to fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? The market's up, it's going to be up. If the market's down, it's going to be down. And it's going to piss you off how much down it is, you know? Like, if you actually go and look, it's going to piss you off. Well, it's going to piss me off.
That's if some of y'all would have went and looked, y'all probably would have been more upset about the tariffs.
Yeah, that's that too. But he did basically introduce a 10% flat rate on all imports. So that's not bad. But for China, I think it's like 104. Yeah, I was gonna say 125. I think it's like 125%. And so China in retaliation is also doing the same thing.
And we're gonna suffer all that. If you have a vacation, cancel it. You're not getting shit off Shein, bitch.
Yeah,
pack it up.
All the fast fashion. Y'all might as well go ahead and like start learning how to sew and other, Because they ain't nothing about to be fast about shit. Unless they start, like, opening stores and malls again. Because, yeah, like, you think you finna order some shit from Shein or Fashion Nova. Well, Fashion Nova is here, I think.
Yeah, but the shit be high as fuck. And then, remember, Fashion Nova used to be like, you'll get it when you fucking get it. Don't email us again. They might go back to that.
Yeah. I haven't ordered anything from either one of them in a long time.
Once I ordered, I think, like 2 things from Fashion Nova. And once I saw the hassle it was to return it.
Yeah.
Never heard from me again.
It's always a hassle returning shit online anyway. Like, it's just so,
Amazon do make it a little like, fuck it. You going to UPS? You going to buy UPS or Whole Foods, maybe? Or Kohl's? Just bring it with you. Don't even box it up. Just bring it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, do you got to box the shit up? Because that's what really be preventing me from returning shit.
No.
Well,
in fact, if you do box it up, they'll make you take it out of the box.
So, do you think we as everyday people, like, do you think we're gonna? Well, I was gonna say, do you think we're gonna be affected? But like, do you think we're gonna feel it? You know, or do you think?
Yes, with the strength of 1,000 suns. I think we're gonna fucking feel it, and I think that if we don't feel it, like if somehow we pull out of this, because a lot of people are trying to be like, yeah, that was Trump's plan all along. Because once he lowered the tariffs, the NASDAQ went all the way back up, or is it the Dow Jones? That was not his plan. He said, oh shit, how do I get out of this? And I still think that much like with the pandemic, some of that was inflation. The rest of that was corporate greed. And they realized, oh, people are willing to, like, if it comes down to it, they are willing to pay this much for a thing, right? So, and I would like to mention that we didn't say the price of eggs is ridiculous. That motherfucker said he was going to fix the price of eggs.
Yeah, and
now he can't fix the price of eggs.
I distinctively remember saying that nigga is not going to
how would he fix the price of eggs?
I'm like, how that doesn't even, and people actually voted for him off of the strength of him saying that.
How many eggs do y'all eat?
Apparently, people be eating eggs like crazy, which, I mean, I guess we put eggs in a lot of shit.
I like a little scramble. Nothing crazy. I go to Waffle House, it's 50 cents an egg now.
That's crazy. 50 cents for one egg is crazy.
50 cents surcharge per egg.
But you, like, eggs going to everything, almost. Like,
yeah, mayonnaise made of eggs.
Mayonnaise.
Do the white people know that?
Desserts, cookies, cake. Well, not cookies, but cake. Well, actually, yeah,
there's
cookies.
Eggs and cookies, I think.
Yeah, like, it's. I don't think people really realize like how important, like, or how how important eggs are. You know, like it's just eggs. We so used to them being like cheap and shit, but like now it's like, oh shit, like eggs are expensive. Like it's just unreal. You know, like some eggs is something you could buy. And you're like, oh, I can feed my family off of just $5. You can't even get a thing of eggs for $5. Like,
no. I will say, you know what? Now that you're saying that, when I had the event, I made meatballs. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to just go to BJ's and get like a 5-pound bag of meatballs. Mm-hmm. Or like maybe 2. I got there. The bag was $24.
Is that expensive? For
a bag of meatballs?
Mm-hmm. How much?
One bag.
How much were they before?
Like $10.
Oh. $24 for a bag of meatballs is insane.
It was a 5-pound bag, but I still don't. They were turkey.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
They should have been at least 12. I mean, 12 at the least, but like, yeah, food would just be too high now. Is there anything that you would still buy from China or any of the places where the tariffs are high just because you needed it? Or like, are you going to be more inclined to buy like in America?
I think like most Americans, I'm very fucking stupid. I think I'm just going to go to where I usually buy things. Go, the price is outrageous.
Mm-hmm. And keep
Apple Pay. Like, I don't think that they've put their faith in a bunch of fucking idiots, because a bunch of fucking idiots are the people who voted for you. Yeah. Nebraska is going to be, what, flat broke in 6 months?
Damn.
Nebraska's going to have no money in 6 months. These are the people who voted for Trump, knowing that a large portion of their fucking labor force, all them fucking farms in Nebraska, undocumented folks. They voted for Trump, the undocumented folks, because they have fucking sense, said, I'm getting the fuck out of Nebraska. And the state is going to be broke in 6 months. These are the people you're trusting to be smart enough to seek out American labor? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. I think...
And you motherfuckers ain't getting no fucking job, new American jobs. You motherfuckers have emphysema.
Like, I was watching I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it's probably a clip on social media, but this dude was like, oh, yeah, so they're going to open factories here. And I'm just
how you gonna build the fucking factories?
I'm like,
the price of lumber is through the roof.
And that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, how the fuck because he was basically saying, oh, it's not gonna take long for them to like build factories and start like manufacturing stuff. And I'm like, bro, like, do you know how long it's gonna take?
A lot of the convenience of American life is because we don't have the factories here.
Right.
Do you know what that would do to the environment? Bringing all the factories here?
Like, I just don't understand. What do y'all really like? Every time something like this happens with Trump actually doing what he said he was gonna do, and people are like, oh, they basically fuck around and find out. Now what? We're fucking screwed.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, people, as much as they're like, oh, the Democrats, blah, 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 blah. Let's be honest. You expected the Democrats to still be your safety net in terms of, like, if he gets too crazy, they'll step in and do something.
My thing is, I don't understand how they would even feel that way because of all the, the positions that the Republicans hold at the moment. Democrats can't do shit for you. We, you know what I'm saying? We're in the same boat.
We're all suffering. It's a wrap for everybody. Just pack it up.
I do think we're not going to really have a choice to, like, we're not going to have a choice other than to adjust to what's happening. Like, I do feel like, yes, the solution is probably you're just going to have to find a way to make more money, but also keep your money as well. Like, and I know we joked about like bartering and stuff, but I do feel like we're going to have to get to a point where, or we are going to get to a point where we are going to be trading shit. And it's probably not going to look how it looked, in the olden days. But yeah, like I think it's going to we're going to get to a point where we're going to have to trade like for services or for materials or whatever the case may be. I do think people are going to start like having to make things, like people just going to have to utilize their skills a little more.
I re-downloaded Robinhood. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I just looked.
I've had Robinhood on my phone, but I don't even go in that bitch.
I had to download it for this. No.
One of my questions was, what was the last thing you bought that made you think, why is it so expensive? But you already said meatballs.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have. How do you feel about dupes?
Like a knockoff?
Yeah.
I like a good knockoff.
Would you purchase dupes if like it comes down to like, oh, what I need, what the actual product or the official one is like too expensive?
Like Canal Street?
Yeah.
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 I don't understand that.
I mean, because I know, like, a lot of people are like, yeah, I know I wouldn't wear anything fake or I wouldn't buy anything fake.
Listen, let me tell you something. I've been raised by someone who's, I'm going to have to expose somebody right now. Listen, my dad used to go buy my mom the real shit. Mm-hmm. She would have all the shit. She would hit Canal Street.
Get the dupe.
Sell the neighborhood the fake shit. And they would be like, damn, her shit looks so real.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with a dude.
Yeah,
She
me
used to
neither.
hit the street with the catalog and get to the bottom of it. And I don't have no problem with that. I think because I just think it's cooler that I love finessing, getting over, and saving money. And it doesn't even have to be saving money, like time, whatever. I like tricks and hacks. I'm in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really think that I'm like a label person. So probably not. Unless you know where to find the Louis Vuitton duffels from the artist collection that say Monet. Call me. Other than that, I've never really cared.
Monet.
They did a collection of famous painters, and Monet was one of them. So like all the bags say Monet.
That's dope.
Oh, and they redropped what I call the Nextel collection.
Yeah, I did recently find a dupe website that has like bags and stuff. But it's also
so old. I feel like
I was about to say, but they're also, I'm pretty sure they're in China, so I don't know how this is gonna look in the next month or so.
The fence finds are a wrap on TikTok.
Yeah, for real.
Tunes.
Y'all gonna have to find somebody like, I don't know which I got that.
The girl I knew who had them, she doing fake paycheck stuff, so you can get an apartment. I don't think we can get any closer.
See, it is slippery slope. That's what that sounds like.
I mean, she had a couple stuff.
Do you think you're gonna be supporting locally more now? Or, well, you kind of already said like if you want it, you just gonna pay the extra. But I think I will try to find, like, if I can visibly like notice like, okay, shit is really getting ridiculous, because I feel like we've been dealing with this.
Yeah,
you know.
I also feel like I talked about this on TikTok before. I feel like Amazon and online shopping has created a marketplace where what you need is not in the store.
Yeah,
like the store sells very specific shit, whereas like the stores had to sell a lot of shit because if you needed something, you had to go to the store. Like there had to be a store to sell it, and so I feel like that's not the case anymore. So even shopping small and shopping local, I don't think is going to do a lot because we need a lot of things. Like, for example, I wanted to try a specific type of aux cord to connect the roadcaster to the camera. And I looked everywhere because I was like, fuck it. I want it today. I'll go get it. And it was not available anywhere but online. It didn't work when we got it, but it wasn't available. Like you had to wait. And I think that we invested so much in online shopping that now like brick and mortar is also like they're taking the malls.
Yeah.
We're talking about unless they bring the malls back, the malls are luxury apartments. Where are we going to shop?
That nobody can even afford.
And all of you are in Olive Olay. There's only so many clothes to go around.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Nobody's gonna be looking like individuals anymore. We're gonna be around here looking like goddamn handmaids or something. Cause we're gonna have to be wearing the same shit because it's not a lot of different stuff made or available. So I don't know. I do think about the fact that like I do want to like explore more like local stuff, not necessarily local to Virginia, but like I guess the United States. You know, people within the country like making stuff. Like it's this one girl I seen on TikTok making, she was like sewing do-rags, but they wasn't really do-rags, but they was like made out of like fabric or whatever. Like I was like, okay, I think, you know, that's something I would get. And I'm like, I could like go and buy some shit from elsewhere, but maybe this is a push where I can just like kind of explore, you know, different things that I wouldn't have normally before. And so is this last? Maybe one or two more questions. I don't think. So, do you think like the whole tariffs thing? Do you think it's like? Do you think it is actually something that is that's going to be beneficial?
No.
Or do you think it's just Trump being like?
I think it's malarkey.
What's malarkey?
Hogwash nonsense.
So you think he's just doing it just because he has the power?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of hoopla.
I think he is trying to generate more income, but I think he's not.
I think he's running the country like an idiot would run the country.
Yeah.
Like, let's just charge people for shit. We don't have money. Fuck it.
Yeah. but it's like I don't think he
104% on the people we owe money to.
like. I just don't logically see how charging people who already don't have money more money.
They don't care about us.
And my thing is, they don't. But until you literally have to, because where else is the money coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like
and it's bad enough that all the plus size clothes are on Billie Eilish. It's like there's not even enough to go around on people. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like she's dressing like it's Ludacris in '05. And some people really need shirts, fabrics, that type of shit. Like, come on. It's too much. And people have become so wasteful that I don't think that they're going to realize how much shit they waste.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I do feel like
Lunch go crazy though, Billy. I don't mean no harm. I am a fan. I want you to stop dressing like that.
I feel like the only good thing that could come out of this is the decreasing or the slow down production of fast fashion, because that, I mean, although it is convenient to like, you know, go on Shein or whatever and get like something that's real quick and cheap, it's really, really bad for the environment. Like for real. Like
they're just gonna put that shit in the prisons.
They can put it in the prisons, or they
gonna all of a sudden find all those kids they couldn't find.
They put them in the landfills, but it's like,
oh no, I meant they were gonna make the prisoners do.
Like, the labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like they're gonna fill the men's prison with like bodycon maxi dresses.
I'm weak. But you can't even like really donate or like resell fast fashion. You know, it's not for that purpose.
And it holds odors really bad.
Yeah, and so it just gets thrown out, and then it just goes and either ends up in the landfills or in the oceans, and it's just like not good. So that's literally like the only thing I can think of, you know, that can come out of this. There was a question that said, would you work for a company that's struggling with like tariffs and everything, or would you feel like the need to jump ship, like for stability?
I work at a nonprofit and I have a jump ship, so.
And I work at a company that's going to be heavily impacted by tariffs, and I've already seen the effects of it. You know, like there's been a lot of layoffs. There's been the company I work for is a publicly traded company. So, you know, all this stuff with the market and the stock, like, I have seen it affect like people's livelihood, you know, and the company I do work for, it does make me think like, damn, like, you know, maybe I need to find me a little part-time or like, you know, because I do feel like there's going to be trickle-down effects. But I guess hopefully with this this pause on the increases, then hopefully, you know, it'll keep things at bay. But I do think, you know, a lot of people will be affected in the long run as far as like their job stability, because the jobs they're going to get rid of people before they get rid of, like, you know, their suppliers and their vendors and shit like that.
It's evil.
Yeah.
It's downright fucking evil.
But yeah, that's our lesson today on tariffs. I hope you guys learned something. I hope it's not that boring. But yeah, if y'all want,
I don't think it was boring.
If y'all like, you know, give y'all input in the comments or whatever, like, tell us what y'all think.
And I'll respond with a pink heart.
And yeah, we look forward to hearing y'all thoughts.
Did you see that one girl? I responded to her from the podcast page, and I was like, "Oh, my bad." And I went on my regular page, and I'm like, "I meant to say it from here."
Yes. Somebody recently, my cousin, she asked me like, "Did y'all hire somebody? Like, did y'all get a team?" Like, I forgot her exact words, but she was like, "Oh, she was like, who manages y'all?" So I told her the situation with all that. But yes, we have a team now. So I was wondering if people.
We have no team. We're a small business. Support us.
Yes, we don't have a team, but we have a machine.
I'm trying to lie to the people.
Why are you lying to the people?
So they'll see us as a small business.
We are a small business.
We have to bring back the cash app.
But we're not like
the tariffs are high.
Yes, but we don't want to lie to the people.
Everybody else is doing it. Why am I not allowed?
We don't do what other people do. We not like them.
What about that time I said, please, Sam, I have some more. And then you said, some more soup. What's going on?
We
we were on the same page then.
That was funny. We still are. However, we just want to be as transparent.
No, you want to be transparent. I want to trick them.
I want to be as transparent. Yes, we have a little motion, but we need.
And we paying for it, so please.
Yes.
At a time like this.
We're not rich right now yet. Hopefully the tariffs don't impact us.
Hopefully the tariffs only, get Billie Eilish to wear different clothes.
I doubt it.
Have you heard Lunch by her?
No.
So good. Anyways, I have advice from the internet. And I have T.S. Madison on Unhinged and Immoral. They went to the opening of the Starter House, which is it's some work that T.S. Madison and other folks are doing out of Atlanta. I think I've explained this already.
Mm-hmm.
Formerly incarcerated trans woman, black trans woman.
Well, I don't know if it was on the show.
Well, this is what T.S. Madison had as a bit of advice for Unhinged and Immoral.
The reason why RuPaul is still the queen of drag is because she crowns others every year. A queen has to constantly crown another queen. You don't lose your title. Yeah. You just pass the crown. Mm-hmm. And when people understand that and truly absorb that for what that really means in the undertone of that, you will never lose your crown. You just pass it down. Yeah. This is what continues your legacy.
Yeah.
Watch this. This is going to be smooth. You know what that means?
What?
Don't be a hating ass bitch. During the break. This has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast.
Peace.
Bye. Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.